Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the North American Strikers League playoffs. I'm Saya here with Fem Bison here for two of the top teams in maybe the entire world, Dogleg Spike and FNS.
Yeah, we've got an absolute doozy of a match here for you today. The top 1 and 3 seeds to make it to the to win the whole league, really. And last week we also had an absolute banger with Core Overflow and Light. We'll see if this one can live up to the hype and be as nail biting as that one was.
Yeah, and these teams went 1-1 in the regular season. Actually, you wouldn't have expected that from DLS's record, but this is one of DLS's two ties in the regular season, and they've fought more than once. I believe they also played in Storm. Didn't watch that one, but these teams are two of the more evenly matched teams at the very top.
Absolutely, I think so. And I also think if anyone would make an upset on what is probably the reigning duo Vaughn and Bells, but then also probably one of the greatest players to ever touch this game, Gingerpop, like a team like that. If anyone would ever make an upset like that, it would be FNS right now.
Yeah, FNS, especially. Yeah. FNS as a team has a little bit of history with Vaughn and Bells, right? Barcode was their teammate for the CECC LAN, which they won together, and so yeah, a lot of stakes, a lot of history, and we'll be getting into it pretty quickly. Fem Bison, do you have any predictions?
I'm honestly, I think definitely Dogleg Spike has better winning chances. I think it's going to be a close one either way. I'm excited to see how this goes. Obviously, I think. Honestly, I don't know. This could go so many different ways. It's hard to make a prediction on a match like this.
Yep, and it looks like we're starting. Crossing my fingers for no loading bug here.
Well, will the OS gods, smile down upon us? Let's find out.
We have made it.
And we made it. And it's Oni Village. I mean, I feel like this is pretty interesting drafting-wise, right? Okay, immediately the Estelle and Razes get picked. I think that makes perfect sense. Estelle is kind of disgusting on this map. And actually, no, Bell's looking to play the Juliet. Also makes sense. I mean, that's his best character. On top of that, that stuffing potential, especially on those Oni barriers, which can be a little hard to defend from an attack like that. And exactly what you want to bring to the table.
Oh, and they're taking Rasmus off the table, taking away that other option from Bells. We've seen the Rasmus many, many times. And Vaughn looking to opt for the Dubu here. Dubu, a goalie. We say this so often, but has risen a lot in popularity, and for good reason too. The removal of those damage awakenings, the removal of Stinger, and the overall, I guess, rise of people realizing that, oh, you can build speed, you can just walk up, you can do so many more offensive things with that big hitbox, with those abilities, with those creations. And we're looking at Estelle on both sides, actually, like you said.
FNS actually managed to get probably their most favored draft possible, especially for a map like this. I mean, Estelle and Asher are both pretty good. Asher being able to make use of that side lane speed, and where we were talking about Estelle with Gingerpop's pick, and of course, Atlas is just Barcode's favorite pick, right? And also a top 2-3 goalie on this map. Looks pretty good for FNS right now, and as I'm saying, it looks like they're putting the pressure on early. Joker and Puffy working together well. What a KO from Joker. Barrier goes down. Vaughn and Gingerpop looking to hold the second one, stall out for Bell's death timer. Almost take Puffy off the edge, but he's positioned a little better than that. Good teleport from Gingerpop. Joker looking to put the pressure on. He almost gets it, but Vaughn with a good clear.
Yeah, and I can't believe that first KO happened so quickly. Joker using full... Oh my... Bells is being taken off the map over and over. Just cannot stay alive. Vaughn and Gingerpop left to 2v3, and the pressure is on. Puffy and Joker coming in. Barcode 2, and with the primary, the barrier is taken, and Joker is there for the second strike. The first goal going to FNS.
Absolutely monstrous stuff. I mean, not usual that Bells is the one dying this much early. We're going to see if FNS can continue to put that pressure on. They're going off for the kickoff. Puffy with a good pass, but Bells is right there to intercept that. Almost finds two with a dash punch, but not quite. Joker and Barcode both flip up, but it looks like the game is going to stagnate just a bit here.
Yeah, and that was amazing. Did you see Joker flip on the bottom side? Almost 100-0 bells with the combo into flip, and Vaughn has to defend this last barrier. Both teams, one barrier, but that's all you need on this map. We say that again and again. So easy to defend one, almost impossible to defend both, as Joker flying in yet again, but we see both teams orb hogging a little bit. Those speed orbs, really, really valuable, especially when stacked up, and Bells just dash punches for it.
But it's a good flip from Puffy to get the clear, but not quite enough. Ginger Pop right there in position with a flip of his own. They managed to keep it away from him. Good bump from Puffy using that primary from Estelle to knock back their valuable stuff. Joker also looking to make sure Ginger Pop doesn't get a chance to use that flip, but it's not going to be enough. Bells alone just kills Barcode and scores on his own. All that pressure going out on Ginger Pop makes it easy for him.
And Ginger Pop actually yoinking that goal at the very end, that additional hit with the special, with the Crystal Thorns. And that's the power of the Estelle, right? It's so easy to follow up on your teammates' pushes, and Vaughn saving the barrier there with the secondary into special. Going for an orb, but Ginger Pop is there to cover, and that barrier stays up. Barcode with the expanse. Joker rushing in with Puffy, trying to get a passing play going, but Vaughn, the patience yet again. Oh, it goes back to Joker, and cooldowns are down for Vaughn. Has to be so careful here.
The pressure is absolutely on right now for Dog Like Spike, but they managed to flip out for a clear, but it's not quite enough. Puffy with a good strike in primary, and Joker's able to follow that up with a dash in primary of his own. Both barriers down for Dog Like Spike. Their goal is open. They're in a bit of a dangerous spot. If Finesse can take the lead here, it might be huge. Barcode playing well, making sure that core stays in Puffy's hands so they can have that offensive pressure, but so are Bells and Vaughn, just keeping that, in the midfield, trying to make sure it doesn't get to their goal line. The flip goes out from Bells, blocked by Barcode. The dash punch not quite enough to reach.
Yeah, and the Joker's pushing it through the primary, and just as you say that, the offensive attempts from Dog Like Spike not enough, but the Joker with the Asher primary. So consistent.
I mean, yeah, it's the Joker, right? This dude was playing in the 2 weeks-ish that Asher was not at her greatest point. This dude was still an Asher believer, and for good reason. When you're as good at a character as the Joker is at Asher, it's hard to believe that character is not great. And right now Asher's in a good state, and he's making good use of that. The special goes out, the pressure is on. Great teleport from Puffy. Puffy also with the snipe on Ginger Pop. It's looking dangerous for Dog Like Spike. Puffy with a great pass to Joker. Great defense from Vaughn, though. He's right where he needs to be. Barco looking to put the pressure on with the flip. The primary goes out. Oh, good stuff. And it goes through. Finesse up 1 set in this first match.
Yeah, and I thought Vaughn had the saved it for so long as well, but eventually it made its way to Joker. Passed down, cleared down, and once you're all out of resources, that Asher stuffing it in is so valuable, but extra special. The Happy Star up for Vaughn. So much additional defensive power when your wall is up every time, when your cooldown is down, and that's why it is denied.
Vaughn obviously looking to deny Asher some size. Size obviously increasing Asher's offensive pressure monumentally. Also giving Vaughn some great defense, just that extra strike range pairing with that good Dubu speed from momentum boots. The Bell's quick strike just helping a scoring power. So is 4 quick strikes go up. I mean, what more is there to say? Good lower strike cooldown, always useful, always good.
I mean, we live in a dribbling world on Oni Village, and I think every single forward appreciates that right here. Look at Bells making full use of the quick strikes, almost getting the barrier, and the follow-up from Ginger Pop is enough. And now Vaughn, slow but big here, just trying to walk up, but Puffy is pressuring, getting the barrier even. And now it's a bit of a weird state for Dog Like Spike, right? They have to get it to the opposite side of the field, but Barcode is clearing, and the pressure is being relieved because... Oh, never mind. Just as I say that, Ginger Pop with a perfect snipe for Bells passes it up off the side.
I mean, yeah, their coordination is real good. It's almost like it's just Bells and Vaughn again, but now they just have Vaughn in the goal spot. Doesn't matter. Dog Like Spike has an incredible synergy, but so does Finesse. I mean, Joker and Puffy have been playing for a while together now. And Barcode looking to get these clears, loses a barrier, but as we said, that's fine before the flip used to take it. But Ginger Pop with another. We'll see if he can find the second. Joker, though, right where he needs to be. What a roll from Vaughn. It's not going to be enough, though. Joker with the good strike timing managed to get that. That quick strike actually coming into play there. Puffy and Barcode looking to clear. Give this rock to Joker. See if he can get some scoring done. Both him and Vaughn have flipped. Ginger Pops has gone out. Unfortunately, not able to take a barrier from Barcode. Dangerous spot for Vaughn here. We're going to see if he's forced to use flip. He's not, and it's looking good for Dog Like Spike.
Yeah, and they're just playing a little bit of keep away from the Joker as much as possible, especially on the offense, but Puffy, oh man, the blink shot and the primary were timed so well that it was so difficult for Vaughn, and that was a fantastic goal.
You know, Estelle, you mentioned Estelle's one of her strengths is that it's so easy for her to follow up on her teammate stuff, but also she will just jump scare you for like a goal out of nowhere. It's actually kind of disgusting, and I mean Puffy just did it, right? And now he's looking for another barrier. Both teams down a barrier. Bell's looking to find a kill on Puffy, but good blink. The flip goes out, not quite at the angle it needs to be. What a well-timed wall from Vaughn. Great defense there on Dog-like Spike's part, and Vaughn especially. Bell's looking to put the pressure on Ginger Pop, also trying to get some opportunities, but it's not quite going to be enough.
Yeah, and we're starting to see a little bit of that danger, right? Vaughn's so big, but no additional stagger means that you have to be a little bit wary of getting KO'd by that pass split or by anything that combos off of that hit stun. That additional size means you get sent off the side much more easily. And now Ginger Pop in the middle of two flips out. Bell's going in, doesn't even need to. The expand slightly misplaced and the flip burned. Two flips and a dream for Dog-like Spike as they go up 2-1 in the set.
Looks like if Dog-like Spike can take this point, they'll manage to even out the lead. Or maybe FNS might come back in the set and start running away with it. Barcode with the flip-up Joker easily finds the first barrier, and Vaughn definitely spent some resources there. It looks like it's not looking great for barrier number 2, but great defense from Bells and Ginger Pop assisting Vaughn there right when he had no cooldowns. Incredible stuff. They managed to find the clear. Will it be enough, though? Not quite. The Crystal Thorns from Puffy find the second barrier. This goal is open, and it looks like FNS is looking to stop Dog-like Spike from having any chances of coming back in this one. The Bells finds the first barrier, the special and the dash punch go out for it, but it forced Barcode for the flip, and it's not quite going to be enough, though. Puffy and Joker, the pressure too strong, sniping it in.
Yeah, and again, as you said, the power of the Estelle. In those situations, the goalie is forced to do a lot more from a much longer distance. You have to always be aware, and the follow-up power is so good, but Ginger Pop barely using any of that, just mostly striking for that, and the pass splitter, a little bit of an obstacle for FNS themselves. The flip coming out, the primary, not enough to get it through Vaughn and Bells, and now the flip burn to try and get some offensive pressure. Bells looking for a KO on the Joker, but the Atlas Res and the Atlas Heal are on deck right now. Now off the table, but the Joker slowly healing up. Puffy passing to the Joker, and Vaughn cannot reach the top side of the goal in time, and what looked like a lead for Dog-like Spike becomes FNS's second set.
I mean, FNS is absolutely on a roll here. If they can take game one, they're in prime position to make a big upset right now. And Puffy, once again, first in the draft. Probably, I don't even actually know what he would take here. Or Replicator makes sense. They did have Dancer start. Any denial pick on Dubu would not give any value to Puffy, so it's honestly not worth it. Barcode, I'm not even sure what he'd be forced to. Probably into Reverb or Castellas makes sense as well, trying to get that extra creation time. Asher getting the bulk up also makes sense. Just kind of a rough draft all around, except for maybe Timeless. Well, actually, that's not true. Dog-like Spike gets Big Fish and Timeless on Dubu. So Big Fish on Julie is going to be huge, getting that extra size to output just that much more damage and KO power.
Yeah, and we've seen entire games turn because of size on a Juliet, and Bells is definitely one of the Juliets of all time. Some may even say the Juliet, so we'll have to see what he can do with that Big Fish. And Bells is just going in, the strikes, the special, all the way to the bottom barrier. Now barriers are evened up. Ginger Pop with the combo, and Bells is just running with the speed, running with the primary, running with the strike, and that is a fantastic goal for Dog-like Spike.
I mean, Bells, absolutely the greatest Juliet of all time. Absolutely cooking as soon as he gets that speed. It's scary stuff if you're FNS right now. But they've also been playing out of their mind. We're going to see if they're able to hold on to this big lead they've got right now, up 2-0 in sets. Bells with a flip can't quite find his place to use it and get a barrier. Joker looking to put the pressure on along with Puffy. Almost find the first barrier, but it's actually going to be Bells and Ginger Pop getting one off Barcode. The special goes out from Vaughn, helping the offensive pressure, and it does. They can't find the clear even after the flip. Good stuff from Bells. Both barriers down for Barcode. It's looking scary right now for FNS, but they managed to clear just barely. Ginger Pop just barely missing that Estelle primary.
Yeah, and Bells is unlocked, right? The combination of offense getting both barriers. Gingerpop helping out with the defense as well. The flip coming out from Puffy, but now Bells has control of the core. The barrier goes down, but Bells is just dribbling all over the place. Finally stopped by Barcode, but Bells continues to dribble. Puffy once again looking to interrupt Bells, but Bells is unstoppable right now, and Finesse cannot handle it.
That's so rough right now for Finesse. Barcode, unfortunately, whiffing that expanse when he needed it most, and then not having it for later. Not quite optimal for him right there. Bell's just so good at playing around Atlas in that moment. Joker, however, looking to return the favor. It's not like he does not want to give up this lead easily, and neither does Puffy. And obviously neither does Barcode, but we're going to find out if they can actually hold onto it in this set. Joker with a flip up, but Vaughn, incredible defense right there. Strike warning the flip, managing to hold that barrier down. Both teams down a barrier, and I mean, this is when Oni Village really turns into a bit of a slog. Both melee goalies able to hold onto these barriers for sometimes what seems like forever, honestly.
Yeah, but it's really up to these forwards to be the X factor, and Bells taking Puffy down low, dribbling yet again. Can Barcode handle it? Can Joker help? And the Pat Splitter finally interrupts it, but Gingerpop with the follow-up with the Crystal Thorns, and now Vaughn just trying to get a pass to Gingerpop, trying to get a pass to Bells, and Barcode, Puffy, and Joker are all on the defense right now. They are afraid, but that big Dubu sniped off the side, and the situation turns instantly.
Unfortunate. Built different, playing a bit into Finesse's hands right there, giving Puffy an easy snipe, and Joker easy capitalizing on that. We've been in this situation exactly one set ago. Can DLS actually manage to make to take a set this time up 2-1, or will Finesse absolutely shut that down? Both teams are going to lose a barrier down instantly. Barcode with just the expanse, and not having that's going to be rough when Bells is right in front of you. He easily opens up that goal, but Joker's right there. The pass splitter goes out. Unfortunately, not able to find much value. Vaughn manages to get the preemptive clear before he's put into a really sticky situation. Joker's primary not quite able to catch that at the tip of its range either, and it looks like Dog-like Spike is going to score right here if the flip goes out from Gingerpop, but incredible defense from Joker, and Barcode finally with an expanse up again, and they're going to manage to find the clear.
Yeah, but Bells has flip right now. All they need to do is procure Bells to rock. The Joker doing his best to core control on the far side of the field, but Bells will get the core. Bells will start dribbling. Bells will get a Gingerpop's follow-up. Is not enough. Great clear by Barcode, and the core is just paused by the Dubu wall. And now the Joker. No, it is Bells yet again. Barcode has to burn. Expanse, and now the barrier is taken. The flip is here for the Joker, and the pass up to Puffy.
That was absolutely disgusting from the Joker and Puffy, from the corner pass into the snipe. I mean, the coordination there, unreal. What do you do if you're Vaughn, right? What much else is there's not much else to say about that, and it looks like they're going to continue this offensive pressure. I mean, Joker and Puffy getting an early lead off the kickoff, not quite able to capitalize. Barcode forced to use flip early. Puffy not quite able to snipe that core into the barrier. Second flip goes out, but Vaughn, you know, good on the defense. Not enough, though. The strike cooldown still just a little too long to save that second shot. Puffy with the teleport, but the Vaughn special goes out, and DLS can find the clear and a barrier.
Yeah, and we're looking at the power of the Atlas yet again. Those primaries so good at just stealing the core away from Bells when he's dribbling, from Gingerpop when he's approaching, and the Joker just there with the strikes, looking to make it a 3-0 set sweep. Gingerpop trying to pressure the barrier desperately, but Barcode will go for the safe clear every time, consistently getting it past. And now Gingerpop and Bells are near flip, use the flip to get a KO on the Joker, but Vaughn trying to procure offense. No, it is stopped by Puffy and Barcode yet again.
Looks like Barcode and Puffy are going to be able to stall out for Joker's death timer. Close one there. The Crystal Thorns from Gingerpop almost perfectly timed, but Barcode just a little bit faster. Still, the dash punch and the self primary combo, real hard to evade clear that, even with the meter that Barcode has. And Puffy is almost going to score great teleport, but even better patience from Vaughn, able to hold that down. Barcode looking to hold it down as well, but Gingerpop with a classic Estelle strike into Crystal Thorns scoring combo.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta keep it simple, and that's exactly what Gingerpop did. Went for something consistent, and Barcode not there in time, and rewarded with potentially heavy impact unless he decides to go for a bit of speed. But my eyes are on that missile propulsion potentially for Vaughn.
Absolutely. I mean, dude, getting missile prop, pretty valuable, but he has to deny, right? Like, he cannot take missile prop in this situation. Actually, I don't know. I think it might have been better to force Dubu to deny. I don't know if Joker taking Twin Death was the right move, though. Giving Asher that much mobility, though, that is like by far one of the worst abilities in the game, and her worst ability in her case, she just needs it, and having that second dash gives her so much more opportunity.
Yeah, that's a little weird, right? Now Vaughn gets extra special missile prop Timeless to play with.
Yeah, it's just it's definitely an interesting choice. Joker, however, not really seeming to care about any of that, manages to find 2 barriers very quickly. Barcode looking to hold on. Bells managed to force it through with the special, but he's not going to get 2. Goal open for Dog-like Spike, and Joker and Puffy were not happy about that last set. Clearly taking it out on Vaughn. Barcode a little too far up to save that, but the offensive pressure is there. We're going to see if they can capitalize while Vaughn is dead.
What almost a save by Ginger Pop. Oh my god.
Bells with the flip goes out. Barcode gets an incredible save off the top corner. It's just dangerous for both teams right now, but Ginger Pop and Bells are going to be able to do it. Bells just barely bumping Barcode off of the court in time to stuff it in.
What a hold, by the way. Did you see Ginger Pop dribbling off bottom wall to top wall and winning 2 strike wars against the Joker? Incredible.
Absolutely. That was absolutely a midfield and goalie defensive masterclass, really. Like, what more is there to say? Everybody watching should pay attention to that. But can they do it again? I mean, both teams down a barrier. Bell is actually going to find the offensive push that he needs so that they don't have to. Ginger Pop with a flip, if they can procure him the rock, he definitely has good scoring opportunities. Not quite in position right now, though. Puffy looking to capitalize on just how far back Ginger Pop has been pushed to see if he can get a barrier of his own, but Vaughn manages to sneak it in under Barcode, and Dog-like Spike might bring it to set 5 off this next point.
Yeah, and that's exactly the danger against the Dubu, right? If you leave the bottom lane open, Joker was holding it down but moved up to cover a pass by Vaughn, and that's when he saw the opening. That's when Vaughn just pulled the trigger on the log, and now Bells looking to create some offense from that lost barrier, but no, that ricochet is interrupted yet again, and the Joker finds the bottom angle for the barriers going down. Joker stopped by the missile propulsion Dubu wall, and Bells finally acquiring the barrier, finally trying to create offense as Ginger Pop. Ginger Pop just stalls it, and the barrier is taken by Bells.
Oh my gosh, 3 flips go out, but unfortunately at the end of Barcodes, it's going to be Ginger Pop with the final one sealing the deal, taking it 3-0, bringing the game to set 5. And I mean, they played absolutely out of their mind and are looking, they have the draft advantage here. And I think it's going to matter in this 5th and final set. Bells immediately looking to take stacks, both to up his own offensive game and deny Joker any extra pressure. But prime time on Asher is definitely no joke with how good that ability is at scoring.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm heavily favor Dog-like Spike here. They get speed on both Julie and Dubu.
No, wait, no. Dubu ice skates is.
I think they're a little activated here, and we'll see what they can do.
Ginger Pop with a rapid fire on a cell. It's looking a little rough for Finesse off of that draft. I mean, the big win there for Finesse was Joker with Primetime. We're going to see if that's going to be enough to counter that incredible luck Dog-like Spike just got. And I mean, right now, it's not quite looking like it. Bells and Ginger Pop so fast, just cutting them down. Barrier down into a quick goal.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, you have more abilities, that's fine, I'll just dribble around you, because Bells is not even at full speed yet. Bells is just stacking up the pancakes, ready to take over this game solo.
I mean, just give him like 2 more minutes, and then it's like, honestly, might just be all over. But great defense from Barcode. Their maximum value expands. Not quite going to be enough, though. Flip goes out from Barcode, manages to steal it away from Bells' own flip. Joker looking to see if he can get the clear, can't quite find it. Puffy does, though. Puffy once again with the TP, but Bells finds the punish. What a read on that with that punch right there. Counter that teleport.
Yeah, and Vaughn with the Dubu wall, ready to set up some offense. Top section completely blocked off for the next few seconds. Ginger Pop has the flip, is ready. Vaughn, though, has to save an attempt by Puffy now. Bell's going in for the dash punch, but no. Blocked by the Joker, and Puffy trying to just score. But Vaughn has flipped. Vaughn can play safe. Vaughn can go for offense as well as Barcode. Space is too far out. Bells has the speed. Bells can move while doing special, and 1 goal away for Dog-like Spike.
I mean, this is kind of an incredible comeback, right? Like, you're down 2-0, and you're going to take both sets that you needed to finish the reverse 3-0 with in 3-0 fashion. Like, that's kind of disgusting. But it's not quite over yet. Puffy and Joker holding on well, putting on that offensive pressure, saying this game won't end like that. Barcode with the good expanse manages to find the clear. Can Puffy and Joker capitalize on this open goal that they've created on the side of Dog-like Spike? But looking like they're trying to, but Bells and Gingerpop just so good with the control right now. I mean, the Juliet speed and Big Fish size make it so easy for Bells to keep control of the core right now. Look at this dribbling from him, and Gingerpop finding it so easy to follow up. Of course, he has it. Oh, and it's just gonna roll in. Oh my gosh, Dog-like Spike absolutely disgusting on this first game.
What a dominant ending for Dog-like Spike. They hit everything they needed.
I mean, I honestly, that game was kind of determined by draft luck. Like, FNS got shafted in 2 of those carousels, no?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, you still have to capitalize, and capitalize they did. Oh my gosh. Bells and Gingerpop get that lead, get that draft lead, and you know, that Big Fish stacks Juliet, and it's all over. Just at the end, they're just every barrier went down in seconds, and they were finding goals immediately after both barriers went down. Barcode looked like he couldn't do anything there. So unfortunate. Yeah, disgusting. I mean, it's just disgusting. Disgusting quality of play here. And I mean, Gingerpop, incredible midfielder, incredible defender. I mean, that save indeed was just some incredible stuff. I'm just reeling thinking about it. But we're just waiting to load into our next match here. Do you have any predictions for any adjustments that might be made between the teams?
I think the initial draft, the character draft, was a little bit unexpected. I think actually, and I don't know. It's really map dependent, right? As always, the random maps, not something we're a huge fan of, but a fact of life. And yeah, I think strategies are completely warped around what maps are you get, pretty much.
Absolutely. I mean, both teams drafting Estelle plus a brawler and a melee goalie makes kind of perfect sense for Oni Village. What else do you really draft in a situation like that? Oni Village, so good for Estelle, and then you want a brawler that can really just stuff through a goalie. There's not much you can do in the way of shooting around somebody on that map.
Speaking of a different map, though, Aten City with its 6 entire orb spawns. Maybe an Octavia for the Joker. The Joker has been a believer in that pick, and this is
he's made it. He is the reason Octavia currently has 100% win rate in North American Striker League. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and if you're gonna pick it, this is the map to pick it, right?
Absolutely, you have all that space to work with to generate speed to avoid dying. That's a big one for Octavia, right? If it's like anything that gives him speed, like Dancer, especially on this map, right? Orb Dancer, or like, you know, God forbid, Chrono Boost or Castellaz, then it's looking like Octavia really might be the pick. And I mean, looks like he's locking it in. We'll have to see what the starting awakenings are.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh. The dream is dead, I fear.
Yeah, we dared to dream in the draft, but instead we're going with a more standard draft, and Barcode playing the Dubu. I'm wondering what the starting awakening was, because Dubu feels a little vulnerable on this map, right? The barrier is huge.
If he has the speed, then it's less so, though. You know, so maybe he actually just gets the Ice Skates Classic, right? No, I think just picking the absolute meta pick for this map, which is Kai. But Castle last start, I'm surprised Joker didn't pick Octavia, actually.
Yeah, I think he was thinking about it. I think his team had a few words about the pick in this situation when they're down, and they could be eliminated from the winner's side of playoffs here. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes, because Barcode right now, playing the Dubu quite well, has not had to play the Dubu quite much because the midfield control from Puffy and Joker has been immaculate.
Absolutely. I mean, Bells, I think, suffers a little bit on this map. Juliet, not so much ability to cover as much space as I'm surprised he didn't draft Razmus, actually, though. Did Razmus get banned? That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, just not quite able to cover as much space and having to do so much chasing for those stray kills she loves to find as when compared to other smaller, less open maps. We're going to see if Bells can overcome that difference, though, and it looks like he is. I mean, he quickly finds that barrier solo. both teams have an open goal, but Joker looking to score. Not quite going to be enough. The flip goes out. Actually, it doesn't. Puffy just takes a pass from the Joker, sniping it right in through Vaughn.
Yeah, and that's that layered offense yet again. Puffy so good at covering the follow-up angles, and we'll have to see if that can carry them through, because that was what was winning them the first game until Dog Spike scaled completely, took over the midfield control with the Bells dribbles.
Right. I will say, I think FNS is playing actually a little bit better right now, and we're gonna see if they can avoid the bad draft luck and manage to take a game here and bring it to game 3. Bells with the flip up though, and the pressure is there. I mean, either you evade there or you don't save that. Barcode unable to hold on. I mean, Bells, good self pass right into a goal just off the top corner there. A bit unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's a little rough when it bounces back to Bells like that off the top, you know? Like, it was the perfect bounce for the follow-up. It was like Ginger Pop was there in spirit, acting as that top wall.
I mean, absolutely. And Ginger Pop, once again, there again, gonna find a barrier. And Bells is gonna find a goal and a kill. Barcode just a bit, unfortunately, unable to hold on right now. Maybe the Dubu, not quite the best pick. Just so... When, you know, Bells doesn't have to chase the goalie, really. He has to chase the forwards to get kills, but the goalie is kind of stuck inside a certain amount of range. Not always, right? But it's just a lot easier. So Bells can still find, you know, those kills and affect the game that way as well, on top of his scoring, because Barcode doesn't really seem to have the opportunity to leave that goal box currently.
Yeah, and that's that lack of speed on Dubu, right? That's why Dubu is played with that movement speed. It opens up so much for the character. Great clear by Barcode, and I think the biggest issue, though, is that initial barrier with the lack of speed. We see that Barcode has lost the barrier. Finally, Vaughn loses it too, and the Joker looking for a goal to the top corner, but no, it is thrust through the Dubu wall by Bells, and Vaughn managing to save it at the bottom end, and now Bells can push for offense.
Barcode looking to get this core out past midfield. Puffy and Joker trying to put the pressure on. Barcode does have the flip. We'll see if he walks up to use it. Probably not. Puffy just went down Bells, still managing to snipe those kills. I mean, you know, Julius finds it hard to chase, but if you don't have to chase, if the opportunities are given to you just like that kill and just like that goal, then easily Bells is going to capitalize. 3-1 in this first set.
Yeah, great defense from Dog Spike to hold on until that point. The Joker looking for a lot of goal opportunities, getting none of them, and the first pick is the Juliet of Bells. Pretty sure stacks on stacks will be taken away. Yep, there it is.
I mean, both to deny Barcode, right? But also, once again, you need that speed to chase those opportunities, though. I mean, I think Vaughn and Gingerpop doing a great job of making sure Bells gets those opportunities anyway right now, setting him up just incredibly well, really.
Yeah, and a lone fire up on Puffy, providing the speed, providing the additional energy, but we're past the heyday of fire up. It's been heavily nerfed because of that infinite situation. If it was still in, this game would be looking very different.
Absolutely. I mean, throw back to that one PPL versus Finesse match, you know, where Fiery won that, just having 6 fire ups and energy Exodia. Vaughn, though, with a great barrage to make sure the Joker can't quite stuff it in just yet. Puffy and Joker looking to put the pressure on, and with those cooldowns down, he backs up a little too far, and Puffy finds the goal and a kill of his own.
Yep, great awareness by Puffy, great follow-up, and that is exactly what we need to see from Finesse. We need that lockdown core control into repeated pressure, the follow-ups from the Estelle, but right now, they're just trying to get the barrier.
And yeah, the lack of speed almost not proving to be an issue from Barcode. Great roll. It's not going to be enough, though. The special goes out from Bells, but even though Barcode managed to evade clear that, he can't evade the core flip that follows, and Bells quickly finds the kill combo and goal. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, and right there, that's just like the classic. That is what you want from your Juliet, because Barcode played that so well, as you said, evaded the initial combo, but if you have the flip afterwards, well, you're spaced too far back.
Right, and you just die. And, I mean, Barcode still, however, managing to give Joker some opportunities here. Unable to capitalize, though. Vaughn absolutely holding it down. And now, pushing it up. That pressure is indeed going to be valuable. Gingerpop swapping into the goalie position for just a second. I mean, we know just how good of a defender he is, especially after that last match. Joker looking to see if he can get a barrier of his own. Not quite going to be enough. They lose the control. Bells has it, but what a good well-spaced save from Barcode. Incredible stuff. Vaughn just dribbling off the side while stalling for cooldowns, I think. But Joker going to find it, punish the stall. And Bells, however, capitalize with this core flip of his. What a wall from Barcode.
Yeah, and that wall shuts down the core flip offense. Barcode knowing that Bells smelled the goal there. And now Barcode has flipped for the defense. Will not be taken out so easily. Vaughn and Bells combined, but it is just redirected into the Barcode flip. And now the Joker trying to get it out of there, but it just keeps being passed back to Bells. The midfield control from Dogleg Spike is continuing to put on the pressure, but this time it is time for Joker and Puffy on Finesse to do something, but unfortunately just a great clear by Vaughn and the offense halts.
I mean, yeah, Kai is just so good at covering so many angles, and it looks like that's what Puffy and Joker are looking to do, but it's not going to matter when you give a Zentaro the core with a flip right in front of your box, right? What a pass from Puffy. Joker easily capitalizing and stuffing that in, making sure nobody is able to defend that one. And Finesse might be able to take a set here and bring it back to 1-1. Had a bit of a rough start, but it looks like they're really warming up once again. And I mean, just as I say it, that barrier goes down and they almost find an early goal, but Vaughn still holding on incredibly well at the defensive line. It's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, and again, if the Joker and Puffy can set up with Joker in the corner, Puffy in the center, that is exactly what is driven Finesse's success right now. Like this situation right here where Gingerpop has to get between them or Puffy and Joker will have so much offense.
Right. I mean, they're running it over and over, and if you do it enough times, eventually Vaughn is going to crack, right? Those ability cooldowns are not going to be enough when they have that much offensive pressure, and Joker is going to find the third goal of the set needed to take the game back to 1-1, tying it up.
And he's rewarded with the Super Surge here.
Oh my gosh.
And Infinite Glass Cannon for Barcode as well.
I mean, draft luck went to Dogleg Spike last game. Looks like it's going to be in Finesse's favor this game. So it'll be, it evens out. Karma, right? Not sure what Bells even takes here. Spark of Agility makes sense. I mean, I guess he's just stacking as much speed as he can. Not really much else for him to get. The Rapid Fire for Gingerpop, he just wants more uptime on the primary. But unfortunately, I mean, Finesse just dominating this draft, getting that glass cannon, which is so needed on the Dubu. And I mean, Joker getting Super Surge is an absolute problem for Vaughn right now.
Yeah, but the barrier goes down, and now Barcode can't play as up as he would have liked. The Joker, though, with the special and the passive strike, getting the barrier, and now opting for the goal. No Gingerpop there at the very back, barely saving it.
I mean, that was real close, but it looks like they're going to find it anyway. That offensive pressure with that range from Joker, forcing so many more cooldowns to be used early, and Puffy is just going to be able to capitalize on that follow-up on Joker's strikes and offensive pressure, as you mentioned, Estelle is so good at doing.
Yep, and with the power of the additional awakenings on their side and the good play that they've been showing so far, this could be the huge turning point for Finesse.
Absolutely. I mean, they're going to take this early lead. We're going to see if they can hold on to it. Not quite. Dubu Wall unable to stop the core in that moment. Just a bit unfortunate. That ability, incredibly buggy, as we all know. But Puffy trying to get the core to Joker. A bit of an early flip from Joker, and the dash just a little bit too late. Not quite the timing he needs to score there, but he's going to have another chance. Puffy with the Crystal Thorns, they go out, don't reach, but Joker stuffs Bell's flip. They're not going to be able to find the clear. The pressure is still on Barcode with a flip of his own, walking up to see if he can score this one. Gingerpop burns his flip. The flip goes out from Barcode. What a pass from Joker to Puffy, and Puffy capitalizing so well. Strike into primary, another Estelle classic.
Yep, and the passing play is the Joker not greeting, knowing that Puffy has the top wide open, that Vaughn will have to rush up there. And just great team play from Finesse as the Joker dives in with the passive strike. The follow-ups from Finesse are unending, it seems, so far. And the Joker, yet again, Vaughn has strike up in time, but the Joker and Puffy, so many layers of primary and another passive strike.
I mean, if you're on defense there, what do you even do? There's like 8 hitboxes in your face, right? Joker is dashing, he's teleporting, he's swinging. Puffy's throwing out every projectile known to man. I mean, it's no wonder they scored 3 goals that fast. Incredible stuff there from Finesse. And I mean, Puffy rewarded with quite a few options. Twin drive or missile prop for that Crystal Thorns. Really, I guess that's a bit of a playstyle choice. Joker unable to get the twin drive of his own, but Big Fish going to be huge. First off, denying it from Juliet, but also just Zentaro with size just can output that much more damage, has that much more scoring opportunity, might get a little more reward from Big Fish than Juliet even does. I don't know.
Yeah, and Barco getting the Timeless Creator, the wall becomes more set and forget. The logs become nightmares in overtime.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I guess this is a Finesse's game to win the drafts. It's just a repeat of last game in reverse. The log, absolutely a monster with that hot shot as well. The ICBM core putting the pressure on Vaughn, but they're not going to be able to take the barrier. Great defense there from Dog-like Spike, stalling out the death timer of their teammate. Vaughn, however, actually is able to cover it. I was wrong. I was just about to misspeak. Joker looking to put the pressure back on, though. The flip goes out, and he's easily going to find that barrier.
Pass up to Puffy, interrupted by Ginger Pop, and now Puffy trying to get it out of the top side, but Barco just puts the wall down and says the play is over. And now the Joker looking for some offense. Flip burn from Ginger Pop, but the Joker continuing to core control, continuing to harass Vaughn in the goal box, and the core is stopped by the primary, and the Joker, fantastic goal.
He got that passive strike up just in time, too, to make sure he capitalized. I mean, great ability usage from Joker and great Zentaro play right there. What a goal, as you said. And Dog-like Spike in a bit of a rough position right now, down 2-1 in sets and 1-0 in this one. And I mean, with the draft luck that Ness just had, it's looking a little rough. And just as I say it, Joker and Puffy, I mean, putting on an offensive masterclass right now. Like, they've been doing that all game, but now that their characters are scaling into it, it's a little rough for Dog-like Spike.
Yep, great wall by Barcode. Halts the offense in its tracks once again, and Vaughn has to go down to the bottom, but the bottom is where the Joker waits. Bells, though, getting the speed. We saw this last game. When Bells is activated, when Bells can get the dribbles, that is where the danger lies. But now Vaughn waiting for Joker to burn the passive strike, and Bells and Ginger Pop, the follow-up offense, primary and dash punch in the same spot. DLS are not going out without a fight.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think either of these teams are going to make it easy for the other one. These are, once again, two of the top teams in the league. Absolute monsters. Some of the greatest players to ever touch this game as well. And I mean, the flip is going to go out, and they're going to sneak that top corner shot in on that barrier. And Joker's, with the flip of his own, can't quite find an opportunity. But right here, what do you do if you're Vaughn? That's a losing 50-50 pretty much 99% of the time.
Yep, and 1 point left for Finesse to even up the series, and they look like they're in prime position to take it. All they need to do is get a few passing plays going, get that barrier, and slowly work on the goal. And now Bells and Ginger Pop trying to get some offense. No, it is denied, and now they were overextended. The Joker, offense of his own, the log following up with a pass, and Bells trying to dribble, trying to create some magic here, but the special does not touch the core, and amazing saves, amazing strikes by Barcode keep the barrier alive.
I mean, and Joker almost brings it to a game 3 right there. What a dash, and what a save from Vaughn, just barely making sure that this game stays alive. Let's not speak too soon, though, because Dog-like Spike has been in this exact position before, down 2-1, and both points and sets, and they managed to reverse 3-0 that game. We're going to see if they can do it again, but it looks like the pressure is strong from Puffy and Joker right now. The special goes out, not quite able to find the goal, but Joker does have the flip. He's walking up with the core. Vaughn doesn't have many clearing options, but Bells manages to bump Puffy to make sure that he has at least one path. Not going to be enough, though. Puffy finds the snipe. Joker and Puffy in offensive position, but Ginger Pop with the flip managing to stall out some time, and Vaughn can find the kill on Puffy to make sure that the offensive pressure is equal. Bells comes back up first, but Barcode's still got a barrier. Dog-like Spike is going to have to work extra hard right now to make sure this game goes their way.
Yeah, Joker has passive strike. Watch out. No, Ginger Pop and Bells looking for the barrier. Get the barrier. But Joker is in prime position, and that is a victory for Finesse. 1-1 in the series.
Good capitalization from Finesse there. I mean, I think that's what they've been demonstrating the most, the ability to just capitalize on opportunities that they see. Joker and Puffy have been giving each other so many good setups, and almost every single time they manage to score, unless Vaughn is being an absolute beast, as he usually is, and holding it down. And look at the stats page. I mean, what incredible stuff from Vaughn on defense, but it was not quite enough to stop the Puffy FES Joker combo. We're going to be going to game 3. Do you have a prediction for who's going to win Game 3? It's a toss-up now. Yeah. Okay. You think Dog likes? I don't know. The play from Puffy and Joker has been so consistent. I might have to say the opposite. Like Bells has been a little like, you know, hot and cold, which is, I mean, it's worked for him in a game. But then as you saw, if he's cold, then he's like cold, right? But Puffy and Joker played like the same quality both matches, and the only reason they lost game one was because of draft. Well, not the only reason. Definitely Bells and Gingerpop played incredibly well there. Both teams played incredibly well. But definitely a huge part of the reason was they just got absolutely shafted by draft. And you saw when their characters scaled, they were able to absolutely capitalize. But it's not like they were playing worse beforehand.
Yeah, and I've been alerted that I was muted on the replays. Forgot to turn my mic on.
Wait, was I just talking to Air from Stream?
Yeah, you were talking to Air. You were talking to an imaginary Saya.
R.I.P.
Am I too quiet?
Ain't
no way.
It's like you're known for whisper casting. No, I'm joking. Oh my gosh, I think you're at a good volume for me. I don't know if no. People are saying your volume is fine. You're at a good volume for me as well.
Yeah, I was quiet when I was muted.
Yeah, you were quiet when you were muted because you were muted. I don't know. We're still waiting to load into the next game. Honestly, I was gonna ask you if you think there's gonna be any draft adjustments. I mean, look at the way they've been drafting. I really don't think there is. Puffy's gonna stay on that Estelle. Gingerpop staying on the Estelle. Not sure if Bells is swapping off the Juliet. The only really variables, I guess, are Vaughn and Barcode and Joker.
Yeah, and the bans, right? They switched it up. They didn't ban the Zentaro on that Authenticity game, and the Joker locked it in.
Yeah, I guess it's like that's more of like a map thing though, right? I think Zentaro is pretty damn good on Oni Village. Has he makes such good use of those side lane speed, and like his offensive pressure can be a little blitzing and very hard to react to and deal with if you're not quite ready for it. So the Zentaro ban there is smart. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna find out if we will ever load into this game. OS gods, please be smiling down upon us and no loading bug, right?
Yeah, we just have to hope that we're 3 for 3 today, and we are into Demon Days. What a 3 completely different maps, by the way. I mean, honestly,
you go.
I'm a little glad that we're actually getting map variety instead of getting like Night Market 3 times, you know?
No, right, that was the most recent game of playoffs. No, the most recent set of playoffs is just Night Market 3 times. Demon Day is definitely a map to end a set on, though. This map, absolute chaos. I don't think many people like playing on it. The Rasmus fan goes out to make sure Vaughn can't use that goalie. I didn't know Vaughn had a Rasmus goalie, but I was kind of sad when that got banned because I wanted to see it.
Yeah, and I think most players at this level can play almost every character too.
Yeah,
but Vaughn probably going to be pulling out the Dubu here, if I had to guess. Because,
right? Yeah, I mean Dubu doesn't need as much speed. Oh, Drek or Dubu. I mean, yeah, Drek is also an incredibly good pick on this map.
And Vaughn's Drakkar is legendary. Yeah. The legends were not built on the goalie role, however, and it will be matched by either Puffy or Joker. I'm thinking Puffy and.
Puffy, right? On the
Puffy but like I've seen Joker play too on this team, but Puffy built himself on this Drakkar. He was known as a Drakkar one trick for a while. Now it doesn't come out nearly as often, but we'll have to see what they can do with it.
I mean, Van Bray's pick from Puffy, he just knows what's about to go down on this map. It's bloodshed only. The kickoff starts a bit stagnant, but Vaughn looking to put the pressure on early. Drakkar is so good at doing that on this map. I mean, Shotgun just scores barriers for free, and just as I say it, they're gonna do it. Vaughn maybe looking to clear behind, actually pushes it to the Joker. Bit of a mistake, maybe. Unfortunate stuff. But both teams with a single barrier. What a good flip from Barcode to make sure that he keeps his own. Joker looking for a kill. We're gonna see, actually, it's a bit of a battle of the Juliets here if they can find the straight kills in time. And a battle of the midfielders to see if they can stack the damage they need, though Vice is definitely gonna be better at.
Yeah, and I think a little bit of the problem we're seeing when Vaughn hits it toward that top side, the follow-ups from the Joker are just a little too good, right? Just sending it to the center, and yet again, the Joker follows up with the dash punch.
I mean, you said it was literally as you described in the exact moment, right? Vaughn hits it to the top side, and Joker's right there, easily taking that first goal. I mean, FNS really trying to make this upset right now, and if anyone can do it once again, I think it'd be them. that was my prediction for this match. We're gonna see if it rings true.
Yeah, and Puppy, so good onto the car, the strike into shotgun there. Joker replying to the KO on Barcode with a KO of their own. Puppy trying to keep that flip. Really just not evading, not burning all that meter. And the Joker taking the own barrier. And wait, this is a huge opening. Oh, flip comes out from Vaughn to defend the flip from Puffy. And now Bells is walking up the field, but the Joker has flip. The Joker has it ready. Can set it to the top side. Vaughn just clears it, but importantly, that Xeno Cloak is burned. And the Joker is there for the next strike, and Ginger Pop not able to clear it in time. It goes directly to the Joker, and Vaughn has burned the strike as well.
I mean, that flip, even though it didn't score, kind of genius by the Joker, gave them the offensive positioning they needed to capitalize. I mean, all Finesse has been doing today is capitalizing. Puffy and Joker just so good right now at taking the most minuscule opportunities and finding a goal. But Bells, not one to be outdone, immediately snipes Puffy off the map. Can he also snipe a barrier? Not gonna looking like it quite yet. Joker manages to reply with one of his own, but Ginger Pop is gonna be right there to open up the goals of Finesse. The ult goes out. I mean, there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do. You just lose in that situation.
Yeah, Bells uncontested at the top side, just sends the core in the correct direction for Ginger Pops. And really, I think the main thing that DLS can clean up is just the Vaughn clear against the Joker, right? Vaughn's kind of disrespecting the Joker a little bit. Really just clearing into him with shotgun, and Joker just getting the second strike for a free barrier every time. And if that changes, I think DLS is just in a massive advantage because a lot of the barriers from Finesse were gotten for free because of that.
Absolutely, but it's not like Joker and Puffy are going to slack off even if they're not, even when they're not given free opportunities. I mean, right there, good pressure there to waste Vaughn's meter a bit, force out some of his more valuable cooldowns. Joker still on life support. I mean, stays alive, but what a flip from Ginger Pop to just tap him off the edge. I spoke a little bit too soon. The Supernova goes out looking for Puffy, and the damage is going to be too hard to contest. Vice, Juliet, just, I mean, such a strong forward comp on this map. So much damage. I don't know if Atlas can keep up with the healing. If he gets the spec training, though, maybe, right? And Joker looking for a kill of his own, but the side speaker is actually going to save Ginger Pop's life there.
Yeah, and Vaughn can follow up with the damage as well, but damage doesn't matter here. Bells just sending into the bottom side. Barcode not there in time, and Bells conserves flip for the next point. And as you said, that damage difference is really, really huge, especially with Vaughn, the Molten Bolt, the Drakkar special, and the chip damage from the shotguns, able to be a big difference maker as well.
Absolutely. Though I think right now, Puffy's Vambrace choice, very smart actually, keeping him alive for as long as he needs to. And Joker honestly just moving so well and dodging so many things. The flip goes out from Puffy, but it's good strike war from Bells to make sure that they can't capitalize off that. However, Joker gonna find his own opportunities, KOs Bells off the side wall, finds a barrier, but he's gonna get KO'd himself, dying for the cause.
Yeah, and that's that Super Surge Vice with the Drakkar follow-up, but a slight miss angle from Vaughn, and that is a huge opportunity for Finesse, but Bell's getting the barrier, keeping it on their side, making sure that Vaughn is not under pressure, and Vaughn has flip if necessary as well. Flips here. Oh, but it is completely trapped. The Joker, great flip by Ginger Pop, and DLS lives to see another day.
Absolutely, and Bells with a flip of his own, trying to get in position to capitalize on offense with Joker, making sure it stays away. However, bit baited to the sidewall there, Bells knowing what Joker is trying to do and easily finding the punish for it. Gonna quickly take the barrier with the flip, and Ginger Pop gonna just tap it in so fast from DLS there. Just incredible execution to take that final point for the set.
Yeah, what a huge turnaround, and now they're at the advantage on this draft. Heavy impact for Vaughn will give him so many more cooldowns, just the shotgun over and over.
Absolutely, and Joker not really with the most incredible draft, but extra special absolutely having to be taken to deny. Ginger Pop, Vice, Supernova, just one of the best special abilities in the game, only gated really by its long cooldown. So making sure that Vice doesn't get extra special is very important.
Yep, and Ginger Pop opting for the rapid fire. Same with Puffy. They're not too mad about that. It's still a great pick on those characters.
It's good. Yeah.
But I think thing to watch out for is Bells getting the peak performance. That additional speed and the additional stagger will be huge on a map like Demon Days.
Barcode managing to find the clear. Joker and Puffy FPS putting the pressure on, taking that first barrier. Can they find a second? The flip goes out from Joker, though. I thought it was going to be defended with 2 people there, but not quite. He threads the needle in the spot where they're not able to cover, just barely getting that second barrier, opening that goal. But his life is being threatened right now. He has no health, and he might be dying soon. Bell is looking to find this kill. Vaughn is going to do it with the flip. Bell's passing Joker to Vaughn for that. Bit unfortunate there for Finesse, but Barcode holding on well. Not quite going to be enough. This core flip goes out, easily finds the barrier, and Bells just finds the angle, taps it in. Junior Pop pinging the pass.
Yeah, and Barcode unfortunately missed the wall on that angle, hit the top wall, you know, instead of that 45-degree to get it out of there, and that's just unfortunate, really. That's just a miss angle, and now Ginger Pop is in there, sees the low meter, is taking them down instantly. The healing coming out from Barcode, but it is nothing compared to the damage they took.
I mean, absolutely right. That healing is not going to be enough to deal. Joker living on pixels there. Returning with some damage of his own, though, and also in prime position to take a barrier. However, Vaughn's so good on the defense. They are, however, going to find a kill on Barcode, and they might just be able to capitalize on this offensive opportunity. Not quite, though. Puffy FPS with the amazing core control, and Joker holding it down at the line. Bit of an interesting setup here with the Julie goalie for a moment. They lose a barrier, but it's far better than all the other possibilities of what they could have lost. Good stuff from Finesse there, and Barcode just barely missing a strike. Unfortunate, the goal is open for Finesse. Dog-like Spike is going to look to capitalize here and score.
Yep, and that opening that Joker created with the flip is just turned into an opening by DLS. The ricochet is favorable for their offensive tempo, goes directly to Bells, and that is what they create, a 2-0 lead for Dog-like Spike in this critical final game of the series.
Absolutely, and it's looking rough for Finesse. I think they got a bit outdrafted, just the damage difference that Vice is able to create rather than like direct Julie forward with an Atlas in the goal box, right? Just there's not enough damage on the side of Finesse to really counter that, especially on Demon Deus, which is like what, the brawling map, the League of Legends map of this game. And just as I say, I mean, they're just gonna kill Puffy FPS. And even though Joker is doing everything he can, or Puffy is doing everything he can, one of them is pretty much always dead, and they can't win a 2v3.
Wait, huge opportunity for the Joker. Has flip. Oh, but Vaughn has strike in time to defend. It covers all the angles in the Joker. Staggered, but still putting out strikes in the goal box. Oh, and they can't get the KO. Joker stays alive and is continuing to be that nuisance in that goal box, going for the orb now, but might be a bit of a mistake. Bells is chasing, and Bells is hunting, and Bells gets the KO.
And once again, the damage difference is going to be the thing to make the difference here. But Bells has capitalized off of this opportunity created by the KO game that he and Ginger Pop are playing so often. Vaughn, unfortunately, just not where he needs to be, though. And what a demon angle from Barcode off the flip to get a goal in before the set is over. We're going to see if they can use that to make a rather large comeback.
Yeah, what a great play by Barcode in the moment. Finesse are down so much. Finesse are KO'd. Finesse are off the map, and now they have a bit of a lifeline here.
Absolutely, and I mean, it looks like they're looking to use it. Joker and Puffy easily finding that first barrier. They've been doing that every time. They're playing so well, but they have so much to overcome in this match, and Bells with the flip is going to make it even harder. And the KO, I mean, what can you do if you're Puffy? Your health bar is non-existent, and Bells is just going to kill you and score. The damage and the scoring potential of the Vice Julie setup here, just so powerful. Finesse playing incredibly well, but it's looking real rough right now.
Yep, and now the draft once again in the favor of DLS, right?
Wait, hold on. In the favor of DLS, are we sure? Because I see Twin Drive on Infinite. Even though Atlas is not the most amazing pick on this map, Atlas getting Twin Drive.
Yeah. Goes for the prime time denial instead on Vaughn. Probably thinks that that's the win condition, right? Because I think Finesse have fine offense. Yeah. And I think like if Vaughn gets that additional defense, that could be the difference maker rather than the twin drive. I don't know. It's definitely a choice. We'll see how it pans out.
To be fair, it's like prime time is almost as good as twin drive is anyway on Atlas, right? Like that ability is so good. And honestly, on this map, twin drive is almost like it might be equal on this map in particular because Expanse is not able to cover so much of the barrier space, while, you know, that primary is more versatile. But that Expanse there is going to be the thing that keeps the game alive for Finesse right there. They hold it down, respawn Puffy. There's one barrier for it, but that's okay. Joker looking to get a second one. Puffy's going to be the one to find it, though. Finds the pass down to him. Barcode looking to find a good clear trying to walk the core, be patient, finds the opportunity, he does. But Joker almost dying. Great fucking special from Barcode there. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, and I think the main thing is that the barriers have been generally more fragile for the side of DLS, and that defense as well. For great followed by Puffy. Like, we see DLS get KOs, we see DLS get tons of damage, but the barriers seem to go down faster for the side of DLS. So we'll have to see if FNS can turn those offensive scoring attempts much quicker.
Absolutely. I mean, FNS, as you say it, right? They're absolutely turning those scoring attempts quicker there on the side of FNS. If they can score here, they're going to be in prime position to take a set and maybe even start their own comeback. But Bells and Gingerpop not to be outdone, looking to put some pressure of their own. The flip goes out from Puffy, pass to the Joker, not quite where he needs to be to catch it. The shotgun goes out, but Gingerpop and Vaughn are going to be able to hold on. Barcode just looking to get the pass out. The flip goes out, saved by Barcode. The game is just in a bit of a midfield boxing situation right now, except the Joker manages to find the opening that FNS needs.
Yep, and passing. Puffy gets the core and the shotgun in time, and 2-0 for FNS, a huge turnaround. They are converting their barrier offense into goals.
Maybe that primetime pick from Barcode was the right one. I mean, that was... It's looking like it's working well, and I mean, Puffy and Joker are surviving longer as well. Not sure how they're managing to do that, but it's absolutely helping them out right now. They have so much more uptime on themselves to convert off of the offensive opportunities that they're creating for themselves, right? And Vaughn, the flip goes out, looking to score one of his own. But what an angle from Puffy, hitting perfectly around Vaughn to catch that barrier on the underside. Bell's not quite able to snipe it off the rebound. Can they take one here? It looks like they might, but Puffy right where he needs to be with the Xenocloak. Good stuff. Joker with a flip. If they can give him the rock, then he will have great scoring opportunity. He goes for it, not quite enough. Vaughn with the Xenocloak catching up. And good save from Barcode on Joker there.
Yeah, and Joker getting revived at half health, but sometimes that's all you need. Going for a lot of damage on Bells and Gingerpop. Will they be able to convert? Because Vaughn's looking for a lot of chip damage. Gingerpop as well, and the Joker eats the stun. The barrier is gone. Well, at least half of it anyway, and Barcode and Puffy will have to do a lot of offense here, a lot of passing, as Vaughn just sends it around the world.
And Vaughn also sends Joker off of the map. I mean, the direct shotgun... We all know what Vaughn is known for on the Drakkar, and he's reminding us who he is, right? The flips go out, though. Barcode incredibly well-timed on 0 HP, but he manages to survive long enough. His forwards are up. Can he now survive the damage? He does. What a well-timed special and healing use there. Manages to not get baited into dying, going for any orbs or anything like that. Great stuff from Barcode. He's absolutely holding it down right now. And we're going to see if Joker and Puffy can use all that time he's making for them to score. Not quite going to be enough. Great defense from Dog-like Spike right now. Bells and Gingerpop holding it down along with Vaughn. The flip goes out. The Supernova finds the kill on Puffy, and good expanse from Barcode, but it's not enough. Both goals open. Vaughn! Vaughn snipes it in!
What a play by Vaughn. Reads Joker's mind. Oh my.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't think anybody saw that coming. Incredible stuff. Vaughn really taking that point to remind us that he is, in fact, the doomed Drakkar.
Okay, but the Joker getting a lot of damage, and reminded that FNS is still just 1 point away from continuing this final game of the series, but the barrier going down first, not a great sign. The Joker has flipped, though. Does not hit the barrier, but Puffy, the follow-up, gets it instead, and now Barcode has flipped for defense. We'll use it here, stuffed out by Vaughn. And now, Puffy using the flip to try and get some offense, but their health bars are looking so low.
Bells, however, not doing too much better. Just barely manages to get the orb there out of nowhere. If Joker wins that strike order, they get the barrier, but not quite enough. What a supernova usage from Gingerpop. Just in your face. Quick tap, and that barrier is down. FNS in a bit of a scary position right now. Joker on life support. Barcode unable to find a clear because Gingerpop is covering that top side. And as I say, he clears top, and Gingerpop scores 2-2. And it's match point for Dog-like Spike. It might be all over here.
Yup, and when FNS were 2-0 up, Dog-like Spike really just turned it up. And now the meter is looking pretty good on both sides here. But importantly, Bells, Gingerpop, and Vaughn at 2 ticks or past, ready to just win the strike wars, get both barriers. They are just 1 goal away from moving on in playoffs, moving on to the winners finals. Bells doesn't even need it, just stuns Barcode out of position, and that is Dog Like Spike advancing with a 2-1.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we will not see the Kings dethroned here today. They are here to play and win. They had a bit of a shaky game too, but they have to remind us exactly who they are. They're the greatest of all time, and they absolutely showed it there in that last game. Good draft, good play. Even though Puffy, FPS, and Joker were putting on the offensive pressure and Barker was holding it down, they were just able to overwhelm them with that damage coordination and excellent scoring, quite frankly, from Ginger Pop and Bells.
Yep, and the series did go to distance. Finesse almost extending it even further, but in the end, it is the incredible power of Dog Like Spike that really just sent it through, especially that kill comp that you were talking about really came online.
Absolutely. I mean, what a set, though. 2 games of draft luck, and then on the last one, it's really just... Last one, nothing so egregious, right? So pretty interesting set as well. I mean, first game went to Dog Like Spike when they were down because they managed to just get crazy carousels. And second game went to Finesse when they were down for a similar reason. So that final game, however, really determined by, I think, that comp. Both teams, I think, played equal, right? But just that damage is just so much harder to work around than compared to the scoring power of Joker and Puffy. It's a little easier to hang on when you've got 3 team members. But when one of your team members is constantly dead, you're never capitalizing off those opportunities you create for yourself.
Yep, but that is all for today. Congratulations for DLS moving on to the winners finals versus Light. And DLS Light is definitely a historic matchup, right?
Yeah.
I think Nerds Corner released a mini doc about that as well.
I was just about to shout out the Nerds Corner mini doc, the homie. Absolutely. Those of you watching this stream right now, go watch that, especially in preparation. I mean, DLS versus Light is a storyline as old as time, and we're going to see if Light will make an upset in the future.
Yep, and it was not too long ago that they were considered the 2 top teams. Light was actually considered the top team for a bit, but they have had a little bit of fall from grace, but we'll see if they can get that back. The date of that match is still to be decided. The playoffs, due to scheduling issues, have been basically streamed as they are available pretty much. So drop a follow, join the Competitive Mega Strikers Discord, !Discord. And Fem Bison, do you want to shout out anything yourself?
Oh, it's like I still have to get on making my own socials. Oh my god, it's like I keep being reminded every time I cast that people ask me to shout out, and I'm like, I have nothing to shout out. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm Saya. I run the streams here. Yeah, and oh yeah, I'll be casting OSPL later on Odyssey Interactive, twitch.tv/Odyssey Interactive.
Oh yeah, go check that out. Shout out.
Yeah, and now we just search for someone to raid, and it looks like Achi is the new world record holder for solo co-op versus AI speedruns, by the way. Beat my old record by like 1 second, so might as well pass the raid on over for some Omega Strikers filler as we wait for the Pro League to start in like an hour and a half. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Wait. Give me like 2 seconds. I need to like July 2nd. I'm creating the BRB screen as we speak.
The BRB screen it's like you're stream running and casting at the same time.
8:00 p.m. PT. And background on. All right, see ya for real this time.